You don't look so good.
I feel a little fluid.
You know what they say. Starve a cold, drown the flu. There you go. Your body needs fluids now, and lots of them.
Is beer fluid?
Oh, of course it's fluid. What about all that wet stuff in it?
I thought that was the beer.
Hi, everybody. Hello? Is this on? I don't know, this is this new area. It's very weird. Lots has happened. Lots has been going on, my friends. Last week I missed an episode of Nick the Rat Radio. It's this is the first time in I think 5 years. Um, it was a normal Wednesday. I was taking a bath in mayonnaise. Scientists were taking pictures, you know, because I'm sexy, I guess. And I felt a little something in my throat. A little something, just a little something. And then at about like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it felt like the flu without fever. Like I was like, what's going on here? So the scientists, they took a Q-tip, stuck it in my ass, it came back positive. So that was it was an interesting yeah. And then by the time the show was coming around, I was like, I'm going to sleep. It was too late. I've done shows before sick, but I was like ready for it. Like I was sick. Like, it wasn't like me just getting sick. It was that night. It was boom. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. We'll talk more about we'll talk about the coof a little bit more in a second. First, it's Wednesday, my dudes. It's 11 p.m. Well, 11:09 right now. September 21st. Wow, I can't believe I missed it. The 14th. I missed the 14th. September 14th was no Nick the Rat episode there. 2022. We're having some Jack's Abbey Craft Lagers Copper Legend Oktoberfest tonight. At least to start with. Cheers. I got the swab, Hayes. They gave me the swab. So I was just tired. Like I puked once. You know, as soon as I felt the sickness coming on, I was like, I gotta hurry up and nip this in the bud. I ran to Taco Bell, ate as much as I could because I knew I was just not going to be able to eat at all. So I was like, Last Supper, Taco Bell, just give me one of everything. I puked that night. I puked a whole bunch. Puked a whole bunch of the Taco Bell out. Blech. It was It was an interesting day. Wait, was that the same day I got... Okay. Yeah. That day, I think that day, that was a Wednesday. I think that was that day. I'm not too... Was it Tuesday? One day, I don't know what day it was, but a bird shit on me. And then a little while, that was like the first time a bird shit on me in a long time. And then right after that, another bird shat on me. Like further down, different time, same day. So I got shat on twice. I was like, you know what? Playing the lottery. I bought some scratchies. All 3 scratchies won. But I lost $2 because it was like $2, $4, $6, and I only won $4. And then I got this, and then of course I just bought more scratchies, right? So it might be bird doo-doo flu. Yeah, that's right, Trey. So I got more scratchies, and then I won one of these guys. These one of those number card things. You can't even see it. Maybe if I put it over there. Okay. Cash for life. I'm trying to get out of this podcasting game over here. So bird shot at me. I got sick while I was sick. I didn't have much of an appetite. It wasn't really. It felt like the flu. Couldn't get comfortable. Just had to lay down for like 2-3 days. I watched a lot of Bing Dang ooh ee ooh ah ah. Watched some TV. I started watching Justified with was that Timothy Elephant? What's his name? It was an okay show. it was. It looked like it was gonna itch that little Deadwood itch that I've been having. Like, oh, I watch Deadwood again, and I was like, oh, maybe just Justified show was gonna be able to like, ooh, an updated version of fucking Deadwood, but it's okay. Deadwood's great. If you've never seen Deadwood, watch that. If you've never seen Justified, you're not missing out too much. It was good. Like, I'm not gonna say it's bad. I was enjoying it. I got through like this first season or some shit. Watch The Boys. I've seen all The Boys up to the last season. I haven't seen the newest season yet. But yeah, what's his face? I like that guy, the butcher. Deadwood, great, you cocksucker. Yeah, so the last day while I was experiencing this the vid, you know, I was just, yeah. And it was hard for me to sleep because I wasn't eating much, drinking a lot of fluids, and what I started to take some NyQuil, and that kind of got me into this weird situation that I'm currently in. I'm in a weird part of the sewer right now. I don't even know where I am. I woke up in like this laboratory looking thing. It could be a drug lab or even a fucking nuclear fallout shelter. I don't know. I've seen some generators down over there, but there was also this little setup here. So I've been working on the show here. I don't know where I am. I just woke up here. It's like some weird. I'm gonna poke around a little bit and check it out and see where I am, because it's strange when you take NyQuil and you wake up in a new place, naked, alone. I don't even know where Diane is. I'm not in the studio. This is the sewer. It looks like it was just recently built too. It's pretty clean. There's some garbanzo beans or some shit on the wall. I don't even know what it is. There's a couple stains on the wall, but otherwise it looks pretty. It's pretty new and fresh. Luckily, there's a connection to the studio from here, so I'm still able to control stuff. It looks like. What the hell is this? There's an update for Winamp? Are you serious? Am I hacked? Is this hacked? Winamp 5909999 final full? Well, we're not going to do that right now, but that's interesting. Let's listen to Drive with Let's listen to Drive by Mez Danami. welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. Found some of these tapes over here. In like an evidence box. That just drew my attention. I saw evidence. I was like, I want to see some evidence. Maybe there was some weed in there, you know? Well, there was weed in there, so let's smoke some of that weed. But there's also these tapes where maybe I'll play some of them for you guys in a little bit if I can figure out how to work this thing over here. Hold on 1 second. Is there... Do I have access to the phone line down here? Hold on 1 second here. Let's smoke this weed. It's weird. It's weird when you're not in your studio. 917-719-5923.
One basic truth can be used as a foundation for a mountain of lies. And if you dig down deep enough into that mountain of lies and bring out the truth, set it from the top of the mountain of lies, the entire mountain of lies will crumble under the weight of that one truth. And there is nothing more devastating to a structure of lies than the revelation of truth upon which the structure of lies was built. Because the shockwaves of the revelation of truth reverberate and continue to reverberate throughout the earth for generations follow, awakening those people who had no desire to be awakened to the truth.
Oh, I just came across this news article. September 13th, 2022. 70-year-old quantum prediction comes true as something is created from nothing. On bigthink.com. Whoever said you can't get something from nothing must have never learned quantum physics. As long as you have empty space, the ultimate in physical nothingness, simple manipulating it right would inevitably cause something to emerge, like my penis. If you poke me in the... okay, what is this? What? They're saying that people made something out of nothing. Where's... The physical phenomenon is the Kashmir effect? I don't care about a Kashmir effect. That's 1951. What do we have now? What did you guys do? Let me go through this article really quick right here. Yeah, I'm already all the way down, what? All right, let's see what this guy said right here. This looks like there might be... When we first saw the spectacular characteristics of our superlattice device, we thought, wow, it could be some sort of new superconductivity. What is this about? This does not sound like they made anything from anything. I might just be ignorantly reading through this really quickly and not reading it because I don't believe it. It looks like there's really nothing... If they made something out of nothing, there would be a picture or a photo or a name or something. But right now, it looks like there's just a whole bunch of fucking... All right, well, here we go. Yield electrons to join the flow, blah, 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 to achieve really small. And doing so, they also witnessed Schwinger effect a Schwinger effect, producing the analog of electron positron pairs in this quantum... It looks... Oh, they're talking about graphene again. How come whenever you hear anything new, it's graphene? And graphene is just fucking... You take your pencil and you got some graphene. It's weird. It's weird how people are like, oh yeah, you draw something on a piece of paper with a pencil, and that's like, oh, that's the second dimension right there. No, the pencil's leaving pieces of itself. It's chunks, a three-dimensional chunk of itself on the paper. There's no such thing as the second dimension. It's a state of mind, man. So the graphene is pretty thin, and everybody's all crazy about that. They're like, ooh, science. Anyway, 917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick, look, I feel this is your doctor, by the way.
Hi, Doc.
I feel some kind of way about you displaying my signature just so passe. But I really appreciate the King Lord. Yeah, that's a nice touch. I'm the Lord of the Sewer. No, I'm still subservient to you and or Zindu. You guys really do, kind of have more experience. I mean, you kind of know when and where to duck when you hear the flush and the surge of wet sewage, coming at your face. And it really kind of bothered me last time I visited. So I'm really extending that invitation to my humble humble septic again, but and probably not your flavor, because I'm kind of passe. But yeah, dude, what the fuck? Showing my signature. I love you, Nick. Call me.
So that really happened? I thought it was a fever dream. I'm sorry if I showed your signature. There is no Diane down here. Where am I? All right, look, I'm getting a little scared here. We're going to listen to some music. And then we're going to come back. I'm going to thank some people for over the past 2 weeks. Maybe like 4 people. We'll see. And then we're going to then we're going to play these tapes and try to figure out where I am and what's going on. Oh, yeah. Graphene is just a single layer of graphite. It's a atom thickness. Diane's dying? I don't think so. Oh, you're smoking fever dream right now? That sounds like a good one. Where'd this beer come from? Yingling. Yingling does not sound like an American beer. DJ Yingling. Is that like, and it's Pennsylvania, but Yingling sounds like a Chinese name or something. Maybe it's a little bit too big to be a Chinese name. It would just be like Ying or Ling. It's like, is DJ Yingling? Oh, it's wordplay. Was it wordplay for like New England? I live in Yingling. I gotta look this up now. Now I gotta look up the meaning of Yingling, because I'd like to know Yingling. There's got to be something about it. It's just his name. Wait, Yingling is an angelicized version of jungling. Jungling is German. Oh, this is like a Nazi beer? Is that why there's a fucking eagle on it or something? Wait, no. That would be wait. Let's listen to some music. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio. We got Light Years by Props.
I see dreams in the sky, wish to follow the light. When the night sends me away, keepsake. I'm torn, lies from my soul. I look up above to find that this is not enough. I feel I'm out of sight. There's no will to survive. I can't stop the massacre. I hope somewhere there's a real cure. I'm torn, lies from my soul. I look up above to find that this is not enough. I'm torn, lies from my soul. I look up above to find that this is not enough.
You know what? Before we start thanking people, maybe we should just play this for this first tape here, because I'm confused about what the hell's going on too. And I'd like to figure it out. So let's load up tape 1. Hold on a second here. Okay. I just don't want to start a fire or nothing, yeah. Here we go. Okay.
This is tape 1, used by the government to help fund this project. My name is Dr. Jerome Fauci, and we're currently in the new asylum we're building in the sewer. We figured the best way to house the crazy and to help them is, to bring them underground, and we could do our experiment. Treat patients fairly, under here. This facility was just built. It's July 22nd currently. We had to clean up. There was a lot of asbestos all over the place. A lot of asbestos. We had to clean that up. We hired a crew, 5 people. They did it in about a week. They did a pretty good job. I don't know where they went though. Couldn't pay them. Government dime anyway. Paying for about people. We have a couple new patients coming in. We have a young lady named Alma. Excited to work with her. Gonna be be one of our first patients. Depressed. Should be an easy case. I'm going to prescribe her a lot of drugs. Talk to her a little bit. Tell her about flowers. Excuse me. Who are you? That was weird. It sounded like somebody just said Simon in my head. I don't know. There's nobody else down here right now. Why? What's going on? That's weird. Well, that was weird too. I know the cleanup crew did a pretty good job, as I said, but it looks like there is a bunch of really slimy eggs just hanging on the wall over here. They look pretty tasty. I'm not going to touch those, though. I don't know. Those might be a biohazard. Looks like we got the... Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. We've got the neutrino accelerator installed. That was really hard to get from the government. I just want to say thanks again to the government of the United States of America for giving us taxpayer money to afford all this. Now, they wanted reasons why a particle accelerator was needed in the sewer, and that's why I'm making these recordings to provide the evidence during tax season, you know, legal mumbo jumbo. We're going to check out the bathroom area. I don't see how that is down here in this sewer asylum. I think we're going to be naming this facility after me, of course. Maybe the Fauci Emporium, House of the Fauci. We're not too sure yet. I'd like to try to get your room in there too, maybe. Anyway, let's go take a look. Oh, wow, they put carpeting. Yeah, that's the carpeting just installed, I think. This is pretty cool. Goes right into, this is my own personal bathroom. Now for government records. Going to test the faucet. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, looks like they installed everything I wanted in here. This is the chicken's toilet. I got a pet chicken somewhere. He's coming down here. Here's my toilet. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see what's going on down here, huh? Huh, boys? There goes the American tank stone. There you go. Alright, that's good. Alright, well, let's try the gold-plated plunger I asked for. Yep, that works well. That was definitely worth $20,000. This is a very interesting facility. Oh, there is a personal shower in here. Now, I was naked when I was examining the place, so I'm already ready to go. Let's try the shower. If this works, I think we could probably, we got a couple of rooms. We got all the wings down here. Hold on, before I take the shower, I just want to make sure the whole place is even built here. All right, so yeah, this is one of the left wing rooms for some of the patients. We're going to do some art therapy in this one. We think art therapy is going to be really good for these people. And then we have, well, of course, you don't want to be in the sewer while you're having, so we have one little outdoor area right here. It's behind large gates with spikes, though. Then we got the other side of the wing of the asylum over here. A little lunch area. We've got about 100 rooms on this side. Here, let me go over here. filling up. Let's see what we got here. Alright, this is a new technology. An isolation chamber, okay? We're just gonna put this in here for a second and see how this works. This is sort of where, bad patients go. Sometimes patients get a little naughty. Yep, that all looked like it was built to specification. That's good. Alright, now if they get really naughty, we put them in the even smaller, colder private school. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. Maybe put my wife one down. I'm just joking. Alright. Let's go down here. This place is huge. I can't believe we're going to have so many patients. I'm going to try to shower out now. I don't think I really need to record that for the government. So, this is Dr. Jerome Fauci signing off. Session 1. Bye. So, session 1. Bye. Session 1. Bye. Did you get that? Done? Alright, yeah, okay. Where's all the beer and stuff that we want?
What the? I used the shower, but where am I? Let's thank some people. First, let's thank the state of New York by doing some scratchies. I'm going to be doing scratchies live on... This might get me kicked off of Twitch. I think this is illegal. When they say that like gambling on Twitch is illegal, do they mean like doing scratchies? But these are paying for schools in New York City. New York, even. The whole entire city. It's basically funded by people buying scratchies. If they took scratchies away tomorrow, I think that would solve that there we go. To fix every issue in any city that's having issues, just get rid of scratchies. People would have to use that money on other stuff. You know how much money people spend? I spent $4 on this. Times that by like... Some people live there. Okay, I gotta scratch these. I gotta scratch these right now. But I think this is a legal act. I don't know if this is... Anybody got a quarter in New York? In the water? All right, let me use my gigantic rat nails. I just got the chills. That was stupid. Let's not do that. I found a rock on the floor. I dropped the rock. Now it's back on the floor. Wait, I could use the beer can? Wait, I could use... Yeah, let me break this off of the beer can. There was a lot of beer here, too. Oh, jeez. That's not what I wanted to do. It used to be so much easier. Everything in life just seems to got harder. I think I've got long COVID. It's everything is just harder now. I use this beer cap. This German American creation. This doesn't work very well either. Actually, it's not so bad. Here we go. Just gotta get the right angle. We got 12. They got 15. Damn. My life could have been completely different if I only had 3 more. These things are so stupid. This is like the bottom of society, but it's also, it's legal. You're right. I would have needed 4. I don't think you could tie in this. I would have to win. Ow. See, we got 4. And wait, is that 3? Did I beat him with a 4? No, that's a 9. That's an 8. All right. I lost the first scratchy noise. That's really annoying to use a bottle cap to scratch that off with. I got something else here. Let's try this. Game 2, card 1. Scratch, 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 scratch. Scratch, 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 scratch. Dang. Nothing. Scratch, 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 scratch. Damn. I got a treasure chest, which you think would be good, but you need a cash symbol to win that one. All right, let's try this last game here. This thrilling audio stuff. I lost that game. See this game here, and I won $5. There we go. I guess the thing will continue. You can't back out after you get it, and a bag of holding. Ooh, this just got interesting. P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York 11209. I got 3 letters. I think they're all checks. Let's check them out. Let's check out these Cinco de Dinero. I wonder if that's going to get me kicked off Twitch. I'll have to go over to YouTube. The only reason I don't do YouTube over Twitch is because Twitch has the Prime thing, and I'm sure people got Prime, so it's just like free Prime money. There's no free YouTube bucks that I know of. We got, let's see here. Answered everything. Chargeback 42 cents from Dr. Sir Mike Roch. Thank you so much. I got to get those Satoshis working in. I was listening to Bowl After Bowler, Bowls with Buds. I was listening to the bowlers. Spencer and DeLorean, and they're like, man, we just got 6,500,000. I'm like, whoa. They're talking about them some Toshis, aren't they? I gotta get them Satoshis going. Let's see here. This was $5. Thanks for your show, Sir Crossstitch. Thank you so much, Sir Crossstitch. I ripped a good chunk of this one off, trying to rip it off. Hopefully they still let me accept it. And finally, P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York 11209. I'll open anything on air. Just don't send me anything sticky, please. Answered everything. Chargeback 42 cents. Dr. Sir Mike Crotch. If I can't find food down inside this psychiatric empty hospital, I could eat these checks. I'll start with the 42-cent ones. Thank you so much for all that. Now let's go to the PayPal donations. Let's see what we got there. Do. We have right here $100 coupon at Zini Optical. We have a cancel payment. Thank you for your service, JB. We also have NW with 420. Thank you so much, NW. If you donate on nicktherat.com and click donate, it goes through PayPal. I say the amount. The person's name. I don't say the name. I don't dox people. You will not be doxxed if you give me money. Well, you're, I know that song, Dumb Truck. There's that runaway train, never coming back. Dip my nutsack in the mayo stack. Okay, there's also, we also have over here, we have, Texas, I mean, not, we have TJ Unta with 420. Thank you, TJ. Tajunta. Thank you so much for the 420. Cheers. LB with 420. LB, cheers. I miss you. I think I might have fixed Discord if you want to hop in every now and again. Let's see if it's working. We got IC with 420. IC, thank you so much for your continued support. I see you. Uh-oh. We got KR 420. Thank you so much, KR. For the 420. We also have, this is 2 weeks worth. We have with 420. Thank you so much. We also have LCI with 420. I like this 420 memes going on. I'm you know what, for 420. Let's do a little smoky. This is legal in places. I'll wait for it to heat up. Oh, then I gotta thank people on Twitch. It's 11:48. It's almost fall in New York City. Let's look at Twitch. Where's the mouse? Wow, I didn't even sign into the Twitch chat over here. There's a whole bunch of chats. If you want to go to any of the chats, go to nicktherat.com. I don't know why people still don't have their own websites. If you don't have your own website, you're a tool. Get off the internet. And basically, if you're on the internet, have a website, please. I hate people that are like, oh yeah, who are you? I'm this person on this website that everybody uses. But what about you? Well, like, have a home base, people. It's almost free, more or less. Where's we gotta find Twitch. Then we gotta go to Creators Dashboard. Thank God this insane asylum that's been deserted still has a working computer and connection to the studio. All right, so I have to go back 2 weeks, right? Last month. Let's see. iCryptic Davy, 1 month, tier 1, 8 months, last month. That was 12 days ago. Gels 4525 followed me. That does the Trey from Philly resubbed 1 month, tier 1. They've been subbed for 9 months, 49 minutes ago. Still here. Trey from Philly. Cheers to you for still being here. I'm still here too. And people, if you're still here, you're here. Trust me, you're here. We'll be here together. And when you're not, you'll be here. And we'll be here, and until it's kind of like I was watching that movie Coco. It's like that Disney movie with the kid playing the guitar, and he dies, becomes a skeleton, and the land of the dead, they have this thing that like if people don't remember you, then you really die. That is when you really die. Until then, hey, it's not like you remember what the fuck you're doing either. So as long as people remember you, you're kind of alive. Dia de los Muertos. Yeah, I don't know if what I could say anymore. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for subscribing and donating. Everything's free. Everything will always be free. If you can't sub or donate, that's fine too. This is all because I want to be remembered, I guess. I want to keep continuing on, just like everybody else. So let's continue on together and enjoy this music. That's CC BY 3.0. Don't Speak by Tommy Leland. Thanks, everybody. Cheers.
You and me, we used to be together, every day together, always. I really feel that I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. It looks as though you're letting go, and if it's real, well, I don't want to know. Don't speak, I know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't speak, I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Our memories, well, they can be inviting, but some are altogether mighty frightening. As we die, both you and I, with my head in my hands, I sit and cry. Don't speak, I know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. No, 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 don't speak. I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. It's all ending. We gotta stop pretending who we are. You and me, I can see us dying, are we? Don't speak, I know just what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. No, 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 don't speak. I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. I know what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't speak, don't speak, don't speak, no. you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. I know you're good, I know you're good, I know you're real good. Oh, la 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 la, la 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 la. Don't, ooh, hush, hush, darling, hush, hush, darling, hush, don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Oh, hush, hush, darling, hush, hush, darling, hush, hush, don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Oh, oh, oh.
Hello. Hi. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. Whoa. Holy scramboli. That was quick. Hello, caller. How are you?
Hey, kid.
Hi.
Ancient weapons and a hokey religion are no match for a blaster at your side.
What kind of blaster? Like hot sauce?
Face blaster. Bam. Bam.
A face blaster? Caller, I was just listening to this song that says, "Don't tell me because it hurts." Now, that got me thinking about these things called words. People are like, magic's not real, but words aren't real either. Like, they're real, but you can't. Can you hold a word in your hand, caller?
Words like, don't touch anything, short round.
You can hold those in your hand?
No.
See?
Unless you write them down.
That's the thing, but words don't have to be written down to exist.
What if you cup your hands?
You could yell into your
And then you
hand.
close them real fast.
I guess you maybe. There's always like this thing about, like an infinite reflection, like a vibration that never ends. It sounds plausible to me. Like can you bottle a
Just
vibration?
like the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it. That one?
Now I
What
want
if you put the words in a
I
jar?
want to stick my hand up some sheep's ass.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, sheep don't have words, so they can't complain.
Exactly. Do words make us what we be?
Some people think so.
Now that could prove demons. Demons are words, right? Okay, you're sitting in a room. Okay, caller. Imagine you're in a room, and there's no doors in this room, and there's no windows, so you're a little freaked out a little bit. But you're not thinking about it until you start to. Why do you freak? Why would you freak it? Is it because? How'd you get in there? No, that's okay. Okay, you're in a dark room. There's doors and there's windows, but you're in a dark room. Are you scared?
No, I'm developing film.
So you're developing film, but then what if you think of something like, oh, there's going to be a hand is going to come out of the red liquid and grab my face, like just some random set of words come into your mind. Does that now are you scared to be in there? Do you have to start to whistle and sing "This is the song that never ends" to feel relaxed?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
See, as soon as these words, once the words exist, then the fear becomes part of you, and fear is real. So words are like a manifestation. They're words of magic words.
Oh, yeah, they manifest it, huh?
Okay, I'm sorry. Woman fested. Person
Oh,
fested.
it's Person Fest. Person Fest
Person fested.
going on now at Bonnaroo for Coachella. No, Red Rocks. Person Fest at Red Rocks right now.
What is the? Have you ever been there?
Nah. Mm-mm. Places like that, like it's weird. Like, you know, because like the people that inhabited this land before us, like it was special to them. And then what do we do? We like build a stage there, and we do a bunch of drugs, but not for ritual purpose. At least not that like connect with the earth kind of
For
ritual.
corporate
It's like
purposes.
send our energy to this band type of ritual, and they're making a lot of loud noise. And,
Giant corporations
it's just
found
weird.
out the way of the elders.
Yeah, we might as well like do something really retarded, like carve the faces of dead presidents on the rocks or something.
Kind of cool though. But why can't we do that now? It's like the moon landing. Why isn't there more big, like, there should be a gigantic cock on the side of a mountain somewhere.
Well, there's
Somebody would
one
fund
reason why
that.
we haven't been back to the moon, and that's because Stanley Kubrick died.
He didn't die. I mean, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's
Is he a
exactly
sin?
why. You're right. We have to
Did he
keep
go
telling
home?
people he's dead. I forgot about that.
Is the moon made of cheese? If
There's
the Earth is flat, then the moon's probably made of cheese.
they're using that cheese to power spaceships to go at really fast speeds.
Well, the cheese is to feed the hamsters that are on the wheels that power the moon bases.
Has there been any update about the Chinese mining on the moon?
Oh, for that special crystal or whatever?
Yeah, Curry and Dvorak called it off really quick because they mentioned it. I was like, wow, they actually mentioned this story. I wanted to read into it. And they kind of just said, that's bullshit.
I think it's a straight way to like fracture the moon, like in that time machine story.
I do
Fracture
hear
the moon.
there's a shitload of helium-3, though, H3.
There's also titanium on the moon.
There's probably a lot of nice shit to mine there, even if it isn't like shit we've never seen before.
But the Germans, they got that new fusion reactor thing they're wanting to do, and it's going to make H3 also out of like heavy water or something like that.
Wait, so they're going to make H3 on Earth?
Well, yeah, it's just like a side, like a byproduct
yeah.
of the nuclear fusion.
But then they could use that for other power.
But they never explained what they were going to do with that H3.
Make it H3, and it'll be unsufferable. Insufferable.
Maybe they're going to make their voices all high pitched, and wouldn't that be funny hearing German and high pitched voices?
Do you know how to say punchable face in German? It's a good phrase.
I do not. I don't know any
German phrases. You know Guten Tag?
Oh yeah, I could do a silly accent, like I'm a sort of a counselor at the camp. Like, you're too fat. Let's get you people skinny at the fat camp.
It's a Backpfeffengescheit. A Backpfeffengescheit.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Backpfeif.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Backpfeif means punchable face.
Buffets.
Buffet.
I love to eat at the buffet, but I don't want to get fat.
Buffets.
Arms can't get fat. No, that's terrible. I'll stop doing that.
That's fine. I don't even know what you're doing. What are you doing?
Helium.
You're doing helium?
I'm going to do some helium, man. You want to get tall and do some helium?
That'd be cool. China is aiming to launch 3 unmanned missions to the moon after discovering a new lunar material that could be an energy source in the future. What the fuck is...
Unmanned, so it's all women?
Oh, actually, okay, look, here we go. China's changed 5 mission retrieve samples from the moon in 2020, and it's been described as blah, 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 blah. It's basically helium-3. It's just... That's funny.
For what? The balloon animals? At
They're
the
going to make
Chinese circus?
fucking giant fucking balloon animals on the moon.
I guess for them it's like balloon origami, isn't it? Something like that. Or is that Japanese?
Balloon origami? That's American.
I don't know. Oh, American?
Well, yeah. Balloon org. Oh, Midnight in the Sewer.
Hey, it's midnight in the sewer.
It's officially fall outside. The fall has begun in the East Coast.
Ah.
Like a fucking lemming.
That was me falling into fall. Falling into autumn. Sounds like the name of a porno.
Or
They all wear sweaters. The Far Side of the Moon is weird, man.
Trying to think of the name of that band from the 90s again. The Far Side of the Moon? Is that a comic strip in the newspaper?
Yeah, it's right there next to Doonesbury. I mean, Moonsbury.
It'd be cool if Doonesbury actually took place on Dune, like Arrakis.
Yeah.
That would make it so much more funny.
With their weird long noses doing the weirding way.
They put their nose in the boxes.
Muad'Dib. Yes.
Did you hear?
Yeah, like the Far Side of the Moon. It's like it's all different and shit than the side we see.
Scott, did you hear Scott Adams got kicked off at 77 newspapers? How many newspapers is he in still?
33.
Scott Adams, 77. I brought up is canned by 77 newspapers. But how many were left though? I didn't even think about that until now. He said that he got like $10 per month per newspaper, and I think I calculated that to be about $34,000 a year. He got sapped.
Well, that kind of sucks for him. But what did he expect? Nothing lasts forever.
I think he's fine.
Yeah, I think he's fine. I'm not worried about him, really. He'll be all right. He should make more cartoons.
Or not. Just keep... He needs to make Dilbert work from home. He keeps having Dilbert go to the office. That's the problem.
Oh. He should make Gilbert or Dilbert do like a Forrest Gump thing and just run across the country or something.
That is not low, but I mean, how many more newspapers is he in, Servo? Because he never said how many. He might be in like 300 newspapers, and he's getting like. He's also got books and royalties from. That's about it, really. And YouTube. He's got like a lot of hits on that shit. Not millions, but thousands, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, and is he still doing all that Periscope stuff?
Who knows? He's never not working. That's why I don't care. It's like he's working. He's fine.
Yeah, wait. Did the Chinese find these crystals on the far side of the moon?
From under the moon.
From under the cheese?
Yeah. You said the moon was filled with cheese, so it's from under. From down under.
But the cheese on the far side it's thicker than the side that faces the Earth.
Caller, did you ever not do something because you thought that even though you could do it, if you did it, it would make you sad, even if it would make you happy? Like, uh, do you ever not do stuff because you feel that if you do it, you're not gonna like it, even though it would be good for you or something?
Like anal?
Perhaps.
uh,
I I can't really word my
that's,
question very well.
I mean, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Uh, I, I think I did more shit like that in the past when I was younger.
Yeah.
Um, and now, like, I mean, I guess the last thing was like,
Oh, okay. What I guess what I'm trying to
like,
say is I'm rethinking. Like, did you ever want to do something that you're good at in public, but you didn't want to do it because you don't want to be seen doing it? Like, you don't want to be, you don't want attention. Did you ever not do something because you don't want attention, even though you think you could do it really well?
well, yeah, there's like public indecency laws and such.
Yeah, I was just thinking I know a couple things I could do really well. I don't know if I should do it publicly though.
Anal?
Riding a moped.
You get a little bit of rat tail, you know what I'm saying?
Do it under a pseudonym. That's yeah, but then you got to make what a tangled web you weave. You start making too many lies. They're not really lies. They're still real, but post your manifesto to Kiwi Farms. All right, jeez.
But like how, like, yeah, like stuff I'm good at. How I've always wondered, like, how do I do that career wise? Like, I mean, I do my job and I enjoy it and I'm good at it, but like there's other stuff that I would want to do that would be really cool to get paid to do all the time. But
You would just have to.
how do people
You just have to
do
keep.
that?
You would have to do it first, and you might not get paid right away. But
But how do I pay my bills?
you don't. I mean, you do. You have to pay your bills. What um what if you didn't want to get money for what you did? Like, say you were like, would you want fame? Would you want to be famous? Do you think being famous is a good thing? Does being famous ever scare you from not doing something?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I'm kind of a private person, but some shit I wouldn't want to be famous, like fucking,
Like, okay, how
famous
about
person famous.
what if you discovered one day you could fart really well, and you're like, wow,
Uh-huh.
this fart I could make money doing I could make money farting. But you're like, I don't
Like
want
I
to
could
be
fart
known
words or
as
something.
I don't want to be known as the farter. Even though I could become
Yeah.
I could really do it really well. I just I don't know. It's weird. It's
No. Right.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking
Exactly.
about. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know what I know that's no moon.
It's no
It's a
moon.
space station.
Could be. That was in that
It could
movie.
be.
Adam likes that movie Moonfall. Oh yeah.
I never saw it. Never
It's
saw it.
I didn't see it, but I know all about it because I listened to Red Letter
What's it
Media
about?
and they review. It's a really bad over the top action movie with like, oh, the moon's falling to Earth and then they send astronauts there. They try to do it like what was that movie with the Judgment Day? Not Judgment Day. When the asteroids are coming and they try to stop the asteroids.
and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Yeah,
That one.
that movie. It's basically they remade that, but instead of them blowing up the asteroid, there's aliens in the asteroid, and then they've been here forever, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on about some bullshit about the moon being hollow and like a prison for aliens that were released. It was
Maybe Adam likes it because he's an alien.
this could be like, oh, this is going to throw them off my trail. Watch this.
Yeah. Watch this.
This is not what's happening.
Of course, the aliens have been here forever. I mean, like, you can't tell me the dinosaurs existed for millions, hundreds of millions of years, just evolving. They didn't get smart enough to like build spaceships and shit.
But it was like AI or something. It wasn't like real sentient creatures. That's fucking weird. It seemed like a dumb fucking.
So they're Transformers?
More or less. It was basically the Transformers movie.
I'm Optimus Prime.
Exactly.
Where's Shia LaBeouf? He's the only one that can help us.
I kind of feel bad for Shia LaBeouf.
You got sweep the leg, bro.
Feel bad for him because people just hate him that never even met him.
I think he'd probably be pretty cool to hang out with, honestly.
Unless you talked about certain topics.
Like me and Shia LaBeouf, we hang out. We go to a city we've never been to before. We just cause trouble.
I'm sure it would be very easy to talk about something that would piss him off. And then you'd just be like, get him away from me, and he'd get away from you. It'd be a very polarizing thing, but I'm sure there'd be a couple of things that might be cool. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't even know if he's like that. He might just be a laid back, mellow kind of guy, you know?
I doubt it.
Maybe he wants to dig holes and eat onions.
Maybe. But you want to know who I would love to meet though? Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Who do you think is cooler, Nicolas Cage or Robert Downey Jr.?
Oh, that depends on what drugs they're on.
I think Nicolas Cage is.
Is it clean? Is it clean, Robert Downey Jr.? Or
clean, like how he is today. It's today. Alive.
Oh, then Nicolas Cage all the way. Yeah. Like Robert Downey Jr. is probably pretentious, and I have a feeling he talks just like I think he's in Tony Stark character like all the time now.
Like Tarzan? What happened to that guy? Probably.
Brendan Fraser. That poor guy.
Poor guy. Fraser's doing fine. What's wrong with Fraser?
Well, I mean, his brother, Niles, like...
What happened to Niles?
You had to put up with that guy. Isn't that his brother's name? Nigel? Niles?
In real life? I actually don't know. His name is really Fraser, right? No, it's...
No, it's Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer, there you go. But Niles isn't really his brother, right?
No. That might really be his dog. No, I bet that dog's dead by now. I wonder who got the chair.
Probably in a museum.
I bet Roz, the lady that played Roz, she'd probably be cool to hang out with.
Wasn't she British?
No, that was like the housekeeper lady that the brother like fell in love with.
Yeah, hold on one second. I'll look this up.
Roz was like the chick that worked at the radio station with.
Brady. I thought she was British or something. I was never a big Frasier fan, but like I like Frasier, but I've never watched it too much.
Because I think like at whatever time it came on, it was the only thing interesting on TV where I lived. I don't think we had cable. My mom was totally against cable.
Oh, I was thinking about Daphne. Daphne's British, right?
Who is?
Daphne. She's the other girl on Frasier.
Oh, yeah. That's her name, Daphne.
Yeah, okay. I see. I remember Roz now. Roz Doyle, Daphne Moon. Let's see. If I was...
Daphne Moon. That was her last name?
That was her last name.
She should have been a pop singer.
Where are these people now?
She
Ooh.
could have been Cardi B.
She could be. Let's see.
Would you rather meet would you rather meet Cardi B or Justin Bieber?
Probably Cardi B. Justin Bieber just seems boring. I would rather meet neither of them. Like if I either met one, I'm like, hey, I gotta go. But if I had to choose, I'd probably choose Cardi
But if
B.
somebody like had you by your rat tail and they were holding it, they were squeezing it real hard, and they were like, "You got to hang out with one of these motherfuckers for a day and take them around the sewers in New York City and like, hang out with them all the time
It would be
for a
Cardi
full
B.
day."
She does.
Yeah.
I get an ASMR trigger from her when she does like.
I was about to say, like, how many times would she go before you tell her just to get the fuck out?
Well, I could listen to that a lot. Probably, I'd probably go to sleep listening to that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
and do that again, Cardi B.
I bet she snores like that. Like, no, I'm saying, blurts it out in the middle of the.
I
And
hope so.
also, like, wake up, bitch! Stop it.
Didn't Justin Bieber die of a heart attack anyway?
I know he got like the face palsy stuff.
he was,
I don't know
I
if
thought he was
that went
born with that. You got it?
away. Yeah, it must have been. I mean, what about you? Would you want to be famous, like where everybody
knows your name?
knows your name? Yeah.
Um,
And they're always glad you came. They're like, "Hey, did you hear Nick the Rat came again and again?"
that would be pretty. That would be pretty nice to know that they're always glad whenever I came. Like, it's usually just a big old disappointment, you know. Like, oh, there he is. There's old.
And he came again.
Yep. There he, oh boy, get him on out of here.
How long do you think Charles is going to be king for?
A week.
Yeah,
Who's after him? He's got kids. He got
swollen hand blues, you know.
Can both of his? Which one of his kids is going to be the prince?
I do believe it's Harry.
Harry.
Is that right? The one? Yeah, Harry. He's married to whoever. I don't know, Kate.
There's the one of them got banned from the family because he married like his
banned.
He got banned. He got the royal ban. Like you're out of the family because we're racist or something. Or just well, what is it? We got more cassette tapes to play here. Let's play another tape here. Tape number 2. I'll load this up. 1 second here. How does this work? This is new tape technology for me. I've never. Oh, okay.
Dr. Jerome Fauci here. This is session 13. We're here with Alma. Now, Alma, we like to keep our patients behind a really thick glass wall, just in case. It's a really good facility, and we treat everybody kindly with respect, but you never know, and some crazy person could act up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We don't want to deal with that. And it's a tax write-off. Basically, there's no way to have any physical contact with the patient involved while they're staying down here in the sewer facility. And the dark sewer scientists that are funding part of this project, they donated some really thick glass. Apparently they have a rat problem or something, and they said that they had some extra large, thick ways of blocking off sewer corridors. So we have Alma here. She's a lovely young 22-year-old lady. She's suffering from depression. She is behind this glass wall, and we're going to be talking to her through this microphone system here. I'll be talking on this side, and her voice will be coming over through the speaker system. How about we just give it a test? Alma? Alma, can you hear me? I don't know if I have to press any buttons here.
Oh, hi, Doctor. I hear you fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that works. So, Alma, now we're going to be doing this. We've had a lot of sessions before. We were through, like, it was a chicken wire, though. This is the first time we're using this new speaker system. It's really high-tech technology. It's almost as cool as the particle accelerator we have in the other sewer hole, in the tunnels. But, Alma, how about you just give a little background about yourself and why you're here. I know we've talked about this before, but we didn't record it, and the scientists said that we need this recorded. And, hey, why not during session 13 do I start the recording search? You know what, Alma? Alma, just tell us about your past, okay? Thank you.
Oh, no problem, Doctor. My name is Alma, and I was an art student in New York City, and then the computer started taking over. Now, my job is completely unnecessary. There's computers that they're making these pictures, and then they're even able to sell these pictures on some black market or something, some new digital currency thing. Now, all of this, I'm just a simple young girl, and I just looking for some stuff. Okay, Doctor, let me just tell you that I have an anal fetish, and it's been really hard to live in New York City with an anal fetish because there's a lot of dirty objects, and I just seem to always just stick them up into my anus, and then my parents found out about it, and then they had me committed, basically. There was scientists at the windows. It was midnight. They were banging on the window, and there was a flashlight.
Alma, relax. All right, don't make us pump the hell is that? Don't make us pump in smoke into there and chillax you, okay? All right. So now we have a little idea about Alma here. Alma, now this whole anal thing. I'm gonna try to work through this with you. Do you have any idea why you like to stick things in your ass?
Well, Doctor, I do have an idea why. It happened about 2 years ago. I was homeless, and I was sleeping near a sewer grate, and I heard somebody calling me. They said their name was Simon. And then I went down to the sewer, and I found all these glowing objects, and these rods, and these sticks, and these bottles, and all these pipes, and I was just sticking them up my ass. Doctor, do you have anything I might be able to stick on my ass?
All right, Alma, this is a professional environment here. We cannot be having you talking about this kind of... I cannot interact with you with this... Is it getting hot in here? Hold on, let me get my water here. Oh, boy. Alma, you're pretty hot, too. Let me just tell you that. I know I'm not supposed to... I'm a doctor. Very professional. Alma, how about you tell them how professional this whole facility is, how great you love staying here?
Well, Doctor, all of the employees have been very nice to me. I've been learning about myself and why I might be depressed and why my parents sent me down here in the first place. And the food's been delicious. Just last week, there was these giant eggs on the wall. I noticed so shiny and glowy. It reminded me of my past. I had to stick them somewhere, so I ate them. Well, maybe I ate all of them. Doctor, I think I need to go to sleep now. I've been having nightmares, Doctor. It's so horrible. I can't stop the nightmares. Doctor, please.
I'm just gonna turn off your access here. We're gonna turn that off so you can't talk anymore. And yeah, we'll continue these conversations later. This has been a really, really interesting case.
Chasing skirts and getting blasted. Living up, you classy bastard. Laughing, heading for disaster. Living up, you classy bastard. If you could, you'd live much faster. Living up, you classy bastard. Keep doing what you're doing. On your face will be a sheet. Flowers at your head and family at your feet. Divinity or agony, some believe you'll meet. Live it up, you classy bastard. Cocaine lined up on the dashboard. Live it up, you classy bastard. Feel your engine racing faster. Live it up, you classy bastard. Relationships have all been shattered. Live it up, you classy bastard. For you it never really mattered. Live it up, you classy bastard. Keep living like you're living. On your face will be a sheet. Flowers at your head and family at your feet. Divinity or agony, some believe you'll meet. Die, you classy bastard. Die, you classy bastard.
Hello? Hello? Hi! Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. The night's still young, but the creepiness inside of this facility is getting creepier and creepier. Who is this Alma character? Who is this Dr. Jerome Fauci? I don't know. What is at the end of that hallway? How am I going to get out of here? I did see the exit door, though. I could probably just leave. But there's still beer, so I'm probably going to hang out for a little bit longer down here. Ugh. I'm all congested still. I think I got long COVID, everybody. I think everybody does. Whoa, what's going on here? The phone is ringing. Hello, caller?
Hello, Nick the Rat.
Hi! Oh, wait, I gotta switch this
Hello.
to the phone here. Can you turn down your radio?
Yeah, I got you.
Just a little bit.
A little more? A smidgen? A smudgen?
Wait, it's still
A
on?
wee pinch?
You should turn it all the way off,
Yeah.
caller.
Up?
Down,
I
side
think
to
we're
side.
good now.
How are you this Thursday morning, evening, Wednesday night, day? How are you now?
Well, I suppose I'm pretty good. I just busted out some show art stuff, and it's a super clear night out here tonight.
Show art?
It did look like, yeah.
What's
it did
that?
look like it was going to storm like a motherfucker. It was like one of those blue skies ahead of me, black clouds in the rear view mirror sort of drive home. You know what I'm saying?
Are you on the eastern coast? The southeastern coast?
Central time.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking maybe it was that hurricane that's coming around.
I think we're supposed to get a little something this weekend. It snapped. It got cold today. It's only going to get colder.
Why doesn't
buckle
Puerto
up,
Rico build an
buckaroo.
island on top of the island?
I don't know.
Or what
Like,
if they dug holes to get all the water? Like they could just make big pools, like get rid of all the land and float more or something? They don't float, do
why
they?
don't they should turn Puerto Rico into a pool.
That's what happens though. That's the problem. It keeps happening. It's like
Yeah,
disaster.
the
It's like
Japan one was crazy. I was looking at the maps of that one. That shit was off the rails.
there was a hurricane there or a tornado.
A super typhoon.
When did this happen? I don't think I've even heard about this.
It was max category, level 5, I think it was. It was over the weekend. Saturday maybe, Friday, Saturday.
They got hit with a big wall of water.
Yeah, a shit ton of people were evacuated. I forget which
Caller. Maybe he got hit by a. Hello?
Hello?
Are you there? What happened? Did you get hit by water?
No, I didn't.
That's weird. You got cut off. Maybe the Japanese government cut you off. They didn't want me learning about this.
Well, that was kind of synchronistic because as soon as I disappeared to you, I'm looking up and I'm trying to figure out if this is a planet that I'm looking at up here. Makes me curious.
Or a UFO.
Maybe it's a UFO.
They are out there. There's a lot of shit out there that you don't know what it is. Japanese hurricane. Let's see.
Typhoon.
I'm sure Google will fix it for me. Typhoon Nanmadol. Not Namadol. Namadol. Is that a Japanese name? Doesn't sound Japanese.
Doesn't sound very Japanese.
Namadol? Nanmadol. Namadol. Killed at least 4 people. Wow. Oh, there's just a lot of places without electricity. 140,000 homes, no electricity. It killed 4 people. That's pretty good for like a whole country. Japan's a country, right? Or is it a state of China?
It's a country.
So
I've been to Japan before. Japan's super awesome. Cool country.
I can imagine.
The food is amazing.
You were in a city or like a forest?
The cities, Tokyo and Kyoto.
Can you
Didn't
speak
get to
Japanese?
see much of rural Japan. Very bare bones, cursory sort of stuff.
Can you say Nick the Rat's mom is pretty?
Listen, you must chuchichis.
Gracias.
No problem. I pissed the dog off. God damn it.
I know, you're like, don't speak Japanese. You're gonna leave to Japan. I can't go with you.
I would go back. Easy. Not a problem.
Oh,
Not a joke.
one man was killed in his car. It was submerged in the flooding. Imagine dying by drowning in your car. You're just driving and then blah, 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 blah. This is dumb. 2 more people were found without vital signs in quotation. Why don't they just say 2 people were found dead? A term often used to refer to the death before certified by the coroner. Okay. 14 seriously injured. So yeah, they got blowed over. Looks like a lot of what is this? Japanese self-defense force?
If we evaporate the ocean,
I thought they're not allowed to have
be a problem
soldiers
anymore.
Is Japan? They're not allowed to have like a standing army or some shit, right? It's like some World War II terms of being able to exist. Like if you want to exist, you can't have an army, or we'll throw nuclear weapons at you late in the game.
I think with having army bases there would have to be some sort of Japanese army liaison.
I don't know what I'm thinking about. Japanese army. Let's see. Yeah, it's called it's the Japanese Self-Defense Forces. That's just like sounds like a video game. We fight UFOs or something.
Space Force.
Yeah, it's more or less for the ground. We're ground protection agency. But it probably sounds cooler in Japanese.
Agency.
It probably sounds really
Ground
awesome.
Protection Agency. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, that is better. That's a Jayatai.
What'd you call me?
I think it's Jayatai. Jeitai, abbreviated JSDF. That's the Japanese Self-Defense Forces. Just what us American folk call them, but I think they're called the Jayatai, which is a lot cooler than the Japanese Self-Defense Forces.
Yeah, it sounds like they need like a Voltron motherfucker to back him up or something, I'll form the head.
It's weird. Like Japan's like known for their technology. Like when I was growing up, I was like, oh man, you want a Japanese radio and car, and they're good with technology, but now it's all just made in China, and I guess with like American scientists behind it. It seems like American scientists and Japanese manufacturing has surpassed all other stuff on Earth right now. I don't know.
You think they've joined an unholy alliance, is what you're suggesting?
No, I think it's just rich people fucking around with people. But we're like, hey, we can make this, but we need you to do it because you have slaves. And they're like, all right, we'll do it, but we don't know how to do it, so tell us how to do it, and we'll do it. So we tell them how to do it, and then they do it, and then they keep doing it because why would they stop? It's like Pandora's box. It's just, life is stupid.
Well, okay, but only if you promise that we can watch the live-action remake of Mulan in the background.
Never seen that. That'd be cool. Is Gwen Stefani Mulan?
Gwen Stefani should be every Disney princess. Factual. This is confirmed.
You know what's weird? Gwen Stefani is very pretty, but I don't think I'd want to see her in a pornographical film. Like if they were like, "Oh, Gwen Stefani's porn just dropped," I'd be like, that's okay.
Keep it secret.
Keep that shit in a safe, please. That's fine.
That first album rips, no doubt. Some good shit.
It's great.
Yeah, I saw them live one time. It was a cool concert. Cool show. Everybody's
What
running
was
around like a
the
crazy person.
demographic of No Doubt concert? And what year was it 2000, 2010 or 2020?
Pre 2010, so 2006, 7 maybe.
Must have been a very young audience.
I don't know. I was pretty young. It's hard to tell. I don't remember.
Well, there you go. Proof's in the pudding.
Proof's in the pudding, baby.
And how
Stir it up
the
now.
pudding's made.
How's that taste?
How's it taste?
Get yourself a little lick. Get yourself a little lick in there.
I don't like pudding anymore because of who's the guy that made Lord of the Rings?
Peter Jackson. Or,
Yeah, I don't like pudding.
what-
I don't like pudding because of Peter Jackson.
Oh, it's his fault. That makes sense.
He made a horror
Yeah.
movie, and there was pudding involved.
Dead Alive?
Yeah. You want more pudding? And there's like his face is dripping into it. It was
Actually, you just kick-started two of the reasons why I wanted to call in. The first one, I have an officially credited must-watch movie for you. I just saw it. It is hot off the presses as of my viewing of it tonight.
What's it called?
Are you ready for the title?
Yeah. Hold on.
Grab yourself a pen.
I got
a paper?
I got my pen. I don't have paper though.
Okay. It's called X.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Pearl?
Yeah. I saw the first one they released tonight.
It's
Fucking
the
awesome.
they're going to film a porn. It was good. I remember I saw the trailer for it and I know what you're talking about.
You know, it's got a fresh sort of cast dynamic as far as the heroes of the movie. It's set in the 70s, late 70s, so the theming is just fucking awesome. The actual suspense and the gore and the horror, it's not like overtly over the top, but it's kind of like it's got a really fresh feeling to it because it's not like torture porn per se, you know. It's not like overtly just like trying to gross you out. I mean, there's some like, it's like, oh shit, that's pretty nasty, but it's good. There's some really cool, it's got some great edits, it's got great lighting, it's got great tits and ass. I mean, it's a fucking win. When are you gonna see it?
Very soon. I want to see that, and I want to see the new movie too. Even though they both came out this year.
Yeah, they filmed Pearl in secret alongside X.
I was so confused. Okay, so how I'm here because of an ad on Twitter where they have Pearl doing the It Clown 2020 dance, I guess you could call it. Basically a headlock shot of his head and he's dancing, he's bouncing. They did the same shot inside of this movie called Pearl. It's a very eye-catching use of filmography. The first time I think I've seen it was the Billy Corgan did the 1979 music video. It's like the camera's locked to the kid's head. That's the first time I've seen like that type of. It was like in the 90s or some shit. Either way, then I was like, what is this Pearl X origin story? I was like, X or origin story? This is like the Marvel universe? Is like X-Men? Are they finally doing X-Men? And then I was like, wait, no, this is something goth her name is. And she kills people, then she doesn't like porn. But I remember this kickback memories of the trailer, and I remember seeing the X trailer and thinking it looked like it was well shot. So I will watch it.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's by far my favorite horror flick I've seen in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could tell you the
'Cause,
worst horror
it's not
movie
like,
I've seen in 2022. It
oh
was
boy, what you got?
Things. It's a Canadian movie that was on cassette in the, I think, late 70s, early 80s. It was, I couldn't even get through it all. It was, I was watching it while I was sick. I was like, I can't watch this thing. I got
It
to turn
didn't
this
even
off.
have that like. It didn't have that shitty charm to it.
It was, it has a couple of, it was just painful to watch though. There was something about how it was cut for me. I can't enjoy it. It's in my brain. It's burned into your brain because it's really bad. It's like, ho ho ho, Johnny, I want some sandwiches. There's bread here. Oh, I crushed a roach. I'm gonna hide this in Johnny's sandwich. It's a roach. It was, yeah, things.
ISO.
There were some titties. There were some titties and things though. So if you want to see
Yeah.
the boobies and stuff, then
Damn straight I do.
it starts.
Hell
There was a
yeah.
porn star in it, and she must have been really confused. It was all on. This is all through Joe Bob Last Drive-In. He helps it spoon feed it to you and tells you what's going on a little bit, but
Bit by bit.
yeah.
Pudding spoon by pudding spoon.
Oh,
Oh my
do you
goodness.
have Shudder? Shudder?
I do. Yeah, I reactivated it so I could go watch that This Is Guar documentary.
Oh, wow. That was good. I watched
Yeah.
the first half of that. It was really good. I got to watch the last half.
Dude, Shudder is sleeping on Guar's videography. Well, not videography, but they're just a collection of movies. They've got 4 plus all the live concerts that they've released over the years that are shot kind of like movies.
Yeah, well, yeah, I could imagine. Well, after watching This Is Guar, now I understand them a lot more. I'm like, oh, okay. These are like those punk kids that are artists.
Yeah, there was a recent discovery I'd made. So the original organization was known as Slave Pit Incorporated, and I was poking around on their website one day, and I'd found a patch for it was a patch that said Pit Records, so they had omitted the slave part.
Well, it's
so I'm-
2022, my dude.
Well, are you really going to tell intergalactic scumdogs of the universe that are millennium old and that they can't use the word slave when they are the creators of the human race? It takes a little bit of the what's the word I'm looking for? Dulls the fangs a little bit.
It's a word that's usable in situations, and yeah. I'm just fucking around.
Oh, dude, there's in fucking entertainment. There's the whole master and slave mode for lighting fixtures, and people are quite upset in some regards that terminology is still used, because you can set one light, the first light in the chain, to do whatever it's going to do, and then all of the other lights that are plugged in after it are going to follow suit. Master, slave. And I can't stand.
It's in electronics. It's okay. It's obvious. There's a fucking. It's dumb. It's fucking dumb. there's so many situations where that could be used, and it'll just let you know what it means really quick. It's like, this is the controller and this is the receiver.
Well, breed a couple of generations of people that don't know what the word master and slave means. I mean, sounds like a win-win-win-win.
Is controller going to be removed next? Controller is still master. Like, all these words mean the same thing. So it's It's like you can't say this word. Okay, well then what else can't I say? You can't say controller. You can't say first place
Driver.
driver.
Can't say yeah.
Well, that already fucks up golf. You know, the Masters.
Well, there you go. I mean, golf has got to go. There's some
Champion.
great,
Champion, which should be gotten rid of then. Plebe, champion.
peasant.
So yeah, peasant. You know, all these words. King, queen. You heard of those? Because king and queen. President, sergeant, boss. Because you could say that's the boss and that's the employee for the wire for the connection on a computer. Oh, that's the boss drive and that's the employee dock.
Male and female connector ends.
No, you can't say that no more.
I legitimately had somebody
everything's wireless
at
now.
work say that you can't call it male and female ends on the audio cable. And in my head, I said, "You're a fucking swat. Go fuck yourself."
You know what the new terminology for it is, though? Cock and cunt.
Like
it's both
ins and
C's.
outs.
It's a very they're trying to level the playing fields, so we're calling them cocks and cunts.
How about squish mittens and dude pistons?
You can call it that too, or innies and outies.
Feeder and birthers.
You put the outie into the innie. Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Why not that? Or the ones and zeros. You can't say ones and zeros no more. You can't say shit. It's just
snip, snip.
It's intention too. It's the way you say it. You can't make like intention illegal. You sort of could actually. But life is fucking dumb. It's fun though. Because as long as you understand it, you're not going to get in trouble really. Maybe. If you push it. Some people push it though. Some people are like, I'm a sovereign citizen. I'm going to take a shit on your lawn. It's like, okay.
Got to know the rules if you're going to play the game.
If you're going to shit on people's lawns, you have to know a book's worth of sovereign citizen shit so you don't get shot. You'll still get shot. It's whatever. Life is fleeting. If you want to spend your time even questioning words, then have at it.
Well, speaking of questioning words, you had said earlier, you're talking about streaming sats and boostograms. I want to boost you, Nick the Rat.
You can't. I don't have a wallet.
It's you set the PayPal up, right?
I do have PayPal, yeah.
It's just as easy as that.
I know
just
it is.
As easy as that.
I know. It's like, why? See, this is like the question I was asking the previous caller about. Why don't you want to do something that's easy to do? Because even that caller was like, well, if I could do it, I can make money. But then there's ways of making money without really any effort. But we choose not to do it sometimes. For what reason? Why?
I don't know.
Why can't I take these sats?
I don't have much experience in this regards.
When you see the opportunity, you just take it.
I ain't got nothing else better going on.
There must have been something that you could have done, but you didn't do it.
One of those would it was Tinfoil Hat, the show with Sam Tripoli that I was listening to, like legitimately listening to, following every week back in like 2017, and that was the first time I'd really heard anybody like talk about Bitcoin in any capacity.
I
full
heard about Bitcoin
conversations
from
about it.
day one. I'm a little upset.
Yeah, and you jump in when you jump in.
Yeah, I know.
Even after that, I never bought any. And that's something that easily I wish I had the foresight. Honestly, I wish I knew fucking everything that I learned over the past 2.5 to 3 years.
If
I
I
wish I
could
knew that.
turn back time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You can't fixate on it though. It's just gotta fucking plow forward. Plow it.
Plow. You have to plow backwards sometimes. You can't keep going forward. You gotta vibrate your plow.
Oh, trust me, I vibrate this plow. Plenty.
Caller, it's midnight in another sewer now.
Is it? Oh, there's a couple of planes flying overhead now. There's 2. Spooky. Oh yeah. Happy midnight in the Minneapolis.
Wait, there's planes flying over you?
Yeah. Nope. 2 of them.
Caller? Caller? Fuck. I'm good. Martin Morgan. Caller? Caller? Oh dear.
You're meant to remember.
flute so much.
How about this for a joke? This is a joke. You want to hear my dad's favorite joke?
Yeah.
He says he was from the farm, you know, and he says a guy comes from the city. City slicker comes and he buys a farm, and the farmer next door comes over to him and says, "Hey, now, would you like to come over to my house tonight? We're going to have a big shindig for you because, you know, we're neighborly here." And the city guy said, "Well, this is something that's I really like, you know, that this is why I moved to the farm, to have things like this, you know." Guy says it'll be a hell of a big party, you know. He goes, "It'll be, you know, a little drinking, a little fighting, a little fucking, you know." And the city guy goes, "Well, that sounds good. What time should I be here?" And the farmer goes, "Anytime you like, just the two of us." So they would drink, then get in a fight,
and fuck. It's your dad's favorite
That was
joke.
my dad's favorite joke.
During World War II, a young Italian named Licio Gelli managed to get himself a position in the communist underground in Italy and a job with the Gestapo at the same time. You will already see that Mr. Gelli was good at fancy footwork. He managed to go through the whole war working for the underground and the Gestapo, simultaneously persuading each side that he was betraying the other and actually loyally serving them. A lot of people went to their deaths because Gelli turned them into the Gestapo. A lot of people did not go to their deaths because Gelli did not turn them into the Gestapo. There was some attempt to bring him to trial as a war criminal at the end of the war, but this was stopped by the numbers of people who came forth and said he helped the underground more than anybody in Italy, so he got off scot-free. He thereupon went to work, set up an office in Rome with a couple of friends who were expert forgers, and created alternative ID for not wanted Nazi war criminals, most of whom went to Latin America, and Gelli later got them jobs with American intelligence there. Among them was Boss Barbie, whom you may have heard of. Gelli pretty soon staffed the Latin American branch of the CIA with Nazi war criminals, one or two of whom gets caught every year, and the CIA always throws up their hands and say, "We didn't know he was a Nazi war criminal. We thought he just looked like that Nazi war criminal." Gelli officially went to work for the CIA in the 1950s. He was working out of the American Embassy in Rome, according to quite a few witnesses. One of his first major jobs for the CIA was turning the Italian labor movement away from the left-wing direction it was taking after World War II in a right-wing direction. He accomplished this by a variety of means, one of which was persuading Sophia Loren to star in a television commercial denouncing the left-wing unions and telling everybody to join the right-wing unions, for which Sophia got paid a pretty penny, a pile of lira. Like I told you can get movie stars to say anything these days. That didn't exactly turn the tide all by itself. So Jelly hired a bunch of his friends in the mafia to shoot all the heads of the left-wing labor unions in Italy who wouldn't take bribes and take more right-wing positions. And so the CIA was very delighted with Mr. Jelly, and he became one of their major European assets, as they say, just like...
For some reason that escapes me now, I was watching a rerun of Sequest last week. For those of you, if you don't know what that is, Sequest was a science fiction program back in the 90s about a state-of-the-art submarine whose mission was to explore the uncharted regions of Earth's oceans. It starred Roy Scheider and a cast of actors who I'm sure all bought new cars midway through season 1 before they discovered they were on a terrible show doomed to be canceled. The point of this is that one of the crew members was a super smart dolphin named Darwin. And as I was watching the show, trying to decide whether to swallow the whole bottle of sleeping pills now or during the end credits, it occurred to me that if this show were made today, two things would be different. One, Roy Scheider's character would have a meth addiction. And two, the name Darwin would probably be changed to something else. There would be a conversation among network executives that the name Darwin might be too polarizing or too politically charged. They wouldn't want to turn off or alienate a significant portion of their audience. Somewhere between the 1990s and today, the acknowledgement of scientific achievement and the embrace thereof ceased in many parts of this country to be a source of pride and became a taboo specter with threatening overtones. Now, while there is absolutely no defensible reason for this to have occurred, we all know how it occurred. Now, science has always been, as we know, exploited and politicized in some form or another. But in the past 10 years or so, it seems like that politicization has been on steroids. Long accepted scientific truths have been brought into question, largely, who are we kidding, by one side of the aisle, solely for the purpose of generating passion that can be reshaped to suit various agendas. And the other side of the aisle has not really put up much of a fight. Instead, they've allowed the situation to fester instead of leading us back to the truth, as a leader should. By fearing for political standing instead of fighting for the truth, they have essentially revealed the same fear betrayed by those hypothetical network execs who were nervous about naming a talking fish Darwin. I guess they're mammals, huh? Anne? And unfortunately, the press has done little to help repair the damage. They routinely report the noisy ravings of fringe-level anti-science bellowers who would not even have been on Walter Cronkite's radar, let alone press-worthy.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of So Easy, a Guy Could Do It. In today's episode, we're going to teach you how to douche.
Yes, this is how to use a douche. So,
could have prevented the formation of stars, planets, and so forth. So if it were just a little bit bigger than this 0.000000, it would have prevented our existence. Physicists have never understood why it's so small. And
okay,
that is the sharpest part of this knife edge.
Okay, we have fine-tuning. We've got to deal with it. Now, there are a number of ways that we can explain that. I mean, it cries out for explanation.
Yes.
We cannot say, oh, yes, fine, and let's go on. We have to explain it one way or another.
Basically, there are three explanations.
Okay, number one.
Okay, God.
Number two. that one I understand.
Right. Accident.
Okay,
Right,
that
the
strains
picture being-
credulity just
Right.
by on its
strains
face
credulity.
value.
Right.
So it's an
Right.
accident just that way, and it happens to work out perfectly.
Right. 123 decimal places, 0, not likely to be an accident. Well, there's a fourth way.
Oh, third.
I didn't.
You want to-
let me put the fourth way in before I get to the third.
Yeah.
The fourth way is, who knows? Maybe someday somebody will figure it out.
Oh, sure. There is one ultimate
Right.
solution. All of
Right.
these constants of
Right.
nature can be devolved down
Maybe
to
somebody will
to a
figure it out in the
fundamental
future.
equation that
Some
will
fundamental
express
equation.
all of these
Right.
as derived
But
functions.
that would partly fall into the category of accident. You take some fundamental equation and you solve it. It would take an incredible accident for it to have a solution which was all that small. The last way, which physicists don't like, they don't like it because it runs against their ambitions. The ambition was to explain every constant, every number, to understand everything about the universe. The other way goes as follows. The universe is enormously big. We know that, incidentally. And when I say enormously big, I don't mean like we used to think 10 billion light years. Right. I mean 10 to the 10 to the 10 to the 10th. We have no idea how big it is. Enormously big. We suspect that it is very much bigger than the region we can see. We also have reason to believe that it's diverse, that in different places it has different properties. There's good theoretical reason to believe that in some places maybe there is no electron. In other places gravity is stronger. And in some places this cosmological constant may be much bigger. The picture is that there's some very small fraction of the universe where the conditions just happen to be right for the existence of life. And it's not a surprise, that's where life is. It's more or less like asking, why do we, by accident, happen to live on a planet which happens to be at just the right temperature for liquid water to exist? That's a narrow range. Not as narrow, it's not as much of a knife edge as the cosmological constant. Why is that? Well, the answer is very simple. On planets where there can't be water, there can't be life. So it's true, a very small fraction of the planets in the universe are at the right temperature for water to exist. Where do we live? We live in the only place we can live, where water exists. Same kind of picture. Universe very big, very diverse, many different environments, a huge slew of different possibilities. And among these possibilities, in a few small pockets of the universe, conditions are right for life, and that's where life exists.
How could the death of the Queen affect the boundaries between English communities around the world?
How could the death of the Queen affect the boundaries between English-speaking communities around the world? Well, I suppose it could go one of two ways. You know, one is that, and this would be a terrible thing, it's such bad timing in some sense, you know, I think, for what happened today to have happened. I'm a great admirer of the constitutional monarchy system. I think there's a wisdom about it, especially the way that your country has managed it, which is more, it's worked better than how any other country's managed it, maybe ever. That's really something. You know, there are obviously monarchical systems, constitutional monarchy still left in Europe, but they're kind of a pale reflection of what you've got in the UK. And when Tammy and I were in Kentucky a couple of months ago, we were invited there by the former ambassador from the US to Canada, and she and her husband were fundraisers for Donald Trump. And he runs a coal mine, so you can imagine why he's Republican. And so we were at the Kentucky Derby, which is quite the show. The Americans, they're very theatrical, man. They can put on a show like no one else. And the Kentucky Derby is definitely a show. People wear the most preposterous outfits, you know, these wild lime green suits and these amazing sort of Victorian costumes for the women, and they're all dressed up. There's like 160,000 people at the racetrack, and it's quite the spectacle. And we were up above the racetrack, about 3 floors, in this glassed-in cafe, and the second day we were there, Trump was going to come to the cafe, to the restaurant. And I had flown out that morning to give a commencement address at this conservative college in northern Michigan. And then I flew back, and just after I got there, they closed the airport. So I just got in. They closed the airports because the president is coming to town, the former president, but they still call him the president. And so really the whole city, in some real sense, was locked down. And then I got to the Derby, back to the Derby, and just in time, because they're going to lock down the whole Derby. So that meant 160,000 people, no one gets in or out. And then the army came in, and there was like 300 guys in camouflage, quite armed, and they were taking up their stations. And this is like 3 hours before Trump showed up. And then the Secret Service came in, and by that time I had made it upstairs to the restaurant where Tammy was, and she'd been there waiting, and everyone was buzzing away about the fact that Trump was coming. And the atmosphere was electric, and I thought, sitting there, I thought, this must have been what it was like to be, well, around the Kennedys, say, in the 1960s, that level of fame. I've been around famous people a lot now, and there are definitely tiers of fame, There's not famous, and that's normal. And then there's celebrities that are maybe known locally and nationally, and then there are celebrities that are known internationally, and then there's celebrities like the Queen, who everyone everywhere in the world knows, who among famous people, they're hyper famous. And Trump is in that category. And he's a very strange person in that category, I would say, because he's not just famous for being president, which is already something that makes you pretty damn famous, but he was really famous as a businessman before that, and as a nouveau riche sort of businessman, and as a kind of brash entrepreneur and a character, and he was very famous for that. But then he got even more famous as a TV celebrity for like 15 years, and that's actually really hard, regardless of what you think about it ethically, or whether you think the kind of entertainment that he did, that he involved himself in, was worthwhile. I don't care about that. That's not my point. My point is that managing that successfully for 15 years is exceptionally unlikely and difficult. And he was extremely famous as a consequence. And that was sort of laden on top of his fame on the business front. And then he became president. And so that's a lot of fame, man. And when that much fame surrounds you, your life is very weird. And the probability that people are going to respond to you in the normal way that helps keep you sane is very low. Especially maybe if you're also an intimidating person to begin with a bit of a proclivity, let's say, towards disagreeableness. Because maybe then you chase away the people who would have enough sense to tell you when you go a little bit too far. Anyways, we were up there in the restaurant, and the place was just buzzing, and then Trump came in, and you could just feel the energy, the electric energy, and I thought, this is not good. This is too much, man. This is too much for anybody to bear. And the thing about the monarchy that's so cool, in the United States, there's the judiciary and the legislative branch and the executive, that separation of powers, and the checks and balances that are part and parcel of that, and that's a bright system. And then you also have the states, and they have their power against the federal government, and that stops anything from becoming too tyrannical in principle. But here, and in Canada, although less so in Canada, because we're, modern and trying to dispense with the monarchy, modern, confused, dim-witted, and untraditional, and casual and careless. And then we have the French-English problem, which makes things more complicated on the monarchical front. You have 4 divisions. You have executive, legislative, judicial, and symbolic. And the monarch holds the symbolic weight. And that's really smart because it separates it to some degree from the political weight. You see what happens in the United States is, well, first of all, is the president tends to turn into the czar. Because they have this idea in the United States now, like first lady. It's like, what the hell is that? We don't have that in Canada. Nobody knows anything about Justin Trudeau's wife. And that's been the history of Canadian politicians. It's like, just because you're Justin Trudeau's wife doesn't mean you're queen. But in the United States, it's like, well, Hillary Clinton, maybe she's queen.
Queen did die today. We all learned that, right? The new king is 73. You know what's weirder than him being king at 73? Yesterday, he was a prince. A 73-year-old prince. When you were a little girl, I bet you weren't singing "Someday My Prince Will Come" and expecting him like, "Hello! How are you? If you fall asleep, I'll kiss you." Nothing more delicious than a prince's kiss.
It's not a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise that rich white men don't care about poor black people, period. So they're not high on their list. They're not high on their list.
George,
They're
I love
not
you,
high.
George,
They're not
but that's
high. I don't care
nonsense.
if you love me or not.
That's
They're not
nonsense.
high on the conscious or the
No, that's
subconscious
nonsense.
list of those people who are in charge of things in this country. The owners, forget these foolish elections, the owners of this country don't care about the poor in general.
The owners of
and they
this
don't care
country,
about
what
the-
are we going... is this Karl Marx talking to me? The owners of this country are the voters of this country.
You're wrong about that, my friend.
Aren't the
You're
owners of
absolutely
this
wrong.
country the voters in this country who
no,
elected George
they're
Bush?
not. Listen, politics, these elections are a charade. It is a charade.
okay.
It is, they are meant to, well, I'll tell you, just listen for a minute. Learn a little something. The elections and politicians are in place in order to give Americans the illusion that they have freedom of choice. You don't really have choice in this country.
Well, and let me ask you this about the looting. Would you agree that there was two kinds of looting? That there was the kind where people were desperate because they were starving and maybe were taking food out of a store, and then there are some people who were taking stereo equipment.
Yeah.
Would you agree that there was two kinds of
Yeah,
looting?
people were walking away with television sets.
Hey, would you
And
agree
they
that
didn't
there was
notice
those
that.
two kinds of looting?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then is it not wrong for the president to issue an ultimatum that there was zero tolerance and thereby encourage his right-wing flacks in the liberal media to go ahead and say this gives us license to suggest that we shoot people on sight, as if in the middle of this crisis where so many people are dying already, what we need to do is shoot Tyrone because he's getting out of Circuit City with some soggy tweeters. And I think Tyrone always had soggy tweeters, quite frankly.
I have an addendum to that. The real looting in this country takes place in the transfer of the wealth from the poor to the rich. I'm sorry that you don't like class and the truth, my friend, but you're just stuck with it. Class and the poor have been systematically looted in this country. The rich have been made richer under this criminal, fascist president and his government.
You know, George, I think you know. Do you know what fascism is? You know what fascism is?
To America, it
You
will
know what
not
Nazis
wear, it will
are?
not wear, no, wait,
Yeah.
sir, wait,
You
sir.
know what
When
Nazis
fascism
are? You know
comes
what
to America, it
fascists
will
are?
not be in brown and black shirts. It will not be with jack boots. It will be Nike sneakers and smiley shirts. Smiley. The fascism. Germany lost the Second World War. Fascism won it. Believe
And
me,
actually,
my friend.
fascism is when corporations become the government.
Yes.
And that's sort of what we have. And poverty has gone up. So 17.
Let me get this straight. George, you think that looting is looting okay if there's no hurricane?
First of all, property.
Can you break into tweeters whenever you want?
We're talking
I
about
have no problem with theft. May I be honest
No
with
problem
you?
with
I have no problem with theft. It's true.
But wait a second.
Okay, we will now continue with the evening's entertainment. And I hope you find as many yucks in the second part as you found in the first part.
This is Dr. Jerome Fauci. We're session 33 is about to begin with Alma here. We have Alma. She's inside of her cage here, and we're just gonna. She's been having really bad nightmares. She says, Alma, can you tell us about these nightmares? Can you maybe tell us about one of these?
Yes, Doctor. I would love to tell you about my nightmares. I wake up in an office building, and it's completely empty. There's no windows. There's no doors. And the carpet's really moist. Doctor, really moist. And I'm walking around, and the more I walk in these office buildings, the more my feet squish into the carpet. And then I start to feel like little fingers coming up through the floor. They wrap themselves around my toes, and feels like they start to lick on the bottom of my feet. And then I start to try to run away, and the more I run, the deeper and thicker the moist carpet gets. And then I start to hear a voice. I hear somebody, and he comes inside of me, and I become him. I become somebody totally different, Doctor. I become somebody named Gordo, Doctor. Now, once I become Gordo, and I tell Alma to go away, I slowly walk down the corridors, looking down the halls. And whenever I see somebody, I like to show them my knife. It's a very big knife. chase these people down the halls as they're suffering from the moist carpet, and I jump on them from behind with my knife. I show them how pointy it is, Doctor.
Gordo, is that what you said? Who the hell are you?
Doctor, I'm an entity that lives inside an Alma. I was put here because I was a very bad boy. I killed my wife. I killed my baby. I killed my 5 best friends. But it all happened down inside of the sewer in these corridors where your facility is today, Doctor. Doctor, I'm not alone here at Alma. There's somebody else too. His name is Simon.
Gordo, can I talk to Alma again, please? Pretty please?
Okay, Doctor. But first, I just want to let you know that the weak and the wounded come to the sewer often. And you, my friend, you can do it.
Gordo, wrap it up. Where's Alma?
Oh my God! Doctor, I didn't like him at all. Can you hear me say?
This program will now reprogram you. You will throw all of your money into the sewer. You will cleanse yourself of all of your monetary possessions. You will accept Nick the Rat into your heart. You will let him lead you. You will no longer have free will and only do as he says. You cannot break free of this spell. Even with those blasted Bible spells. You will obey. You will obey. You will obey. Go see Revenge of the Ninja this weekend.
Alex Gardner has a unique talent, and even he doesn't know what it can do.
No one has ever done it before. No one has even conceived of doing it before.
Going into another person's dream. If you have to see that, you believe it.
He is about to enter a world that no one has ever seen before. The world of your dreams.
I was under the impression we were conducting scientific research here.
You sound as if you don't approve.
I can see you're going to be a real challenge to work with.
Oh, wait a minute, Doctor. I haven't agreed to anything yet.
There's somebody in my dreams.
Who?
An awful, ugly monster.
This kid is being eaten alive and nobody gives a damn.
Whatever his demon is, you have to help him face it.
There's nobody there.
Are you sure, Alex? He's always there.
But Alex will make a discovery more frightening than any dream.
What's going on? I had to let you know you're in danger.
You want my secrets?
Just want some advice. I'm afraid he has to be killed.
I'll assign some men to you.
I think I should deal with this on my own.
And now, his only way out is to go back in to the dreamscape.
It's a dream, Alex. You can do anything you want in here.
Dennis Quaid, Kate Capshaw, Dreamscape. When you close your eyes, the adventure begins.
Look outside your window. Looks nice, don't it? Well, guess what? Soon it'll be raining fire and shit and lightning. The end is coming. How do I know? Because I have eyes and a brain. I know when the shit's hitting the fan. I used to be worried about the end coming as well, but then my teacher, James Bond, showed me the light. And under the light was a book. And that book was Bible spells. I no longer have the fear in me. I can take on whatever the devil throws at me now. I'll give you a free one. It goes like this. I am a polymer of organic compound isoprene, and you are an adhesive. Whatever evil you try to put on me is repelled and will affect you. See how easy that was? You can buy an entire book of Bible spells from the Dark Sewer Network today for only $69.99. Give us a call now at 917-719-5923. Get your Bible spells today.
Every night, Dark Sewer Network for Bigfoot Assault. Bigfoot Assault is real cases of people being assaulted by Bigfoot, and we're going to cope with it. So tune in every night. Rat Radio.
This is a Dr. Jerome Fauci. This is session 42. We've been having a lot of breakthrough with Alma here. Alma, can you just say hi to everybody?
Hi, Doctor. I'm not doing very well. I'm not having a very good time anymore, Doctor. And I like being locked up in this room against my will anymore. Dad, I keep talking to me, Doctor. And Simon is horrible. The things he makes me do. He makes me take things out of my head, Doctor. Doctor, please. End my suffering, Doctor. Doctor, please end the suffering.
Oh, that's a great plea you got there, Alma. But look, you're making us a lot of money. If I kill you, basically the funds for this facility just go away. So we're not going to be killing you anytime soon. We're here to inspect you. Now you keep talking about this Simon, a demon. Now I've spoken to him before. He gave me a lot of winning lottery numbers. You think maybe we could bring him out? Honestly. Alma, are you sleeping? Can we get somebody in there, shocker? Yeah, can we get the big shocker? Yeah, now. Wait, she's waking up. I don't think it's. Yeah, put it away. It's too much energy anyway right now. Yeah, we don't need. But yeah, put it away.
Doctor, I see Simon. I see him. He's coming. I'll let you talk to him now.
Listen here, Simon. A couple winning lottery numbers isn't going to get you out of here, buddy. We're trying to harness the power of hell. And we're going to use you, Simon, as a gateway, okay? We found you. We found a way to lock you up in this little Alma girl. What a silly girl she is. Anyway, the Dark Sewer scientists have told me that they have come up with this new contraption, and we're going to use it on you next week, and hopefully all of this will be just a big old done deal, okay? We're going to be trying this new mayonnaise, and we're going to be spreading it all over Alma's body, and that's going to suck out the demons inside, and we're going to bottle it up, and there's going to be Hello Mayonnaise! We're going to have some Hell Mayonnaise. It's going to be a #1 seller of the Dark Sewer Network. We're sure of it. We're sure of it. Sure thing, Simon. Anyway, alright. Session 42 is a...
Hey, Nick, I'm glad you're feeling better. Or if you're not, why the fuck are you doing a show? Get some rest. Yeah, but I really wish you had you texted me like a normal fucking creature, instead of like bombing me with like 6 phone calls and then my voicemails. I never check those damn things. Hell, I can hardly read your fucking text messages. All those damn emote icons you and Zendu send. I mean, damn. Anyway, well, like I said, I hope you're feeling a little better, and I really wish you had gotten in touch with me, because I still have some tests I'd like to run on the condition you might have had, but yeah. So as far as that goes, the possible immune enhancement you need is just to start shitting while standing. If you're capable of shitting while standing, and you clean your feet off because you're bound to step on it as you're shitting while standing, this is not medical advice, but perhaps if you shit while standing, it might enhance your immune system. Again, not medical advice, but call me. Call me later. I love you, Nick.
Doctor, I think drinking more water is a way to help the immune system. If you could shit while you stand, you could shit into your hands and make poo chucks. Poo chucks is one of the most deadliest weapons that ever existed. If you're ever in fear of your life from another human, make yourself a set of poo chucks. Just shit in your hand and reach into your pants. If you're being attacked by somebody, even if they got a gun, you shit in your hands, both of them, and pretend you have nunchucks, but they're poo. All right? Yeah, return to monk. They call brass knuckles. Reach up in your ass, make some shit knuckles. You could take on the world. In corporate life. Fucking. Anybody have any good ideas in the marketing department to raise our profits for this quarter and year of blah 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 blah? Reach in your pants, stick your hands up in your ass, grab out some shits, poo knuckle style, into 2023. Tasty poo knuckles.
Hey, I was looking around on Twitch and I was looking for Nick the Rat, but can't find him nowhere.
Oh no! Did I get disconnected from the Twitch? I probably got kicked off for reasons. Wait a second here. What is this? What is this? Wow, it's almost 2:00 in the morning. I really need to wrap this up here. All right, wrap it up. I really want to talk about this AI bot ghost, but I'm gonna save that for maybe next week. I'm gonna try to get. I could probably just go through the exit, right? There's an exit. There's a door that has a big blinking exit sign over it. I woke up here after taking some NyQuil, and some oil infused with THC. It's really cool making your own oils, and it's fun. It's like being a baker. A master baker is something I crave to be, and I mean, it's really, when you take NyQuil, NyQuil helps you sleep. If you're like can't get to sleep, if you're all fucked up, just make sure you don't have any alcohol in your blood when you do it, because it'll kill your liver. But you could drink some weed, THC, with your NyQuil, and you'll have a really good time in bed. And sometimes that's all you really need, is just to have a good time in bed. I also got a little. It's a little emulator. Plays all the old games. I pretty much have my entire digital childhood in my pocket on Mio Mayo. I think they're called Mio Mayo version 2. I just took forever to format FAT32, a 256 gigabyte card, but that shit has every game up to PlayStation 1 to all the way back in the day. But the little shoulder buttons kind of suck, so it kind of sucks for those certain games that you need things. But you just gotta wait. What is it? What? Whoa! Hold on 1 second here. I see what's happening. Queen in Black by Barbara Browning. We'll be right back. I see what's happening here. I'll be right back.
Drove her eyes right through my soul. 'Twas not the way she loved me in her bed last night. 'Twas not the way she made my cold life oh so warm. 'Twas just the way that she took my heart. I'm a mean man, my love's not given easily. I've seen the world, I've lived with many cruelty. I fought and won, hurt women, laughed to see them cry. But Queen in Black, you just grabbed my heart. Queen, she came in black, but swept the devil from my thoughts. My nights are now like days, my days are glorious. I need her good, she owns me muscle, blood, and mind. She got the power to crumble me back to the earth. My brain go dead if she told me to leave her be. Oh, Queen in Black, do you need my heart? Queen, she came in black, but swept the devil from my thoughts. My nights are now like days, my days are glorious. I'm jailed for life, my wandering days I've left behind. You earn reward, I win a cell inside your heart. Freedom's no good, I'm warm and where I want to be. Oh, Queen in Black, you have took my heart.
That song was cool as fuck. I dug it. I like simple music. You can kind of see how you can break it down. Kind of like, oh, I could do that. But then you don't do it. Why don't you do it? Because you don't want to be famous. I'm sure that person's famous. And if they're not, you can go to SoundCloud and find out who they are and make them famous. Fame is just eyes and ears, words and things. It's life is when I was sick, I was just laying there. I was thinking about like what I can't do at the time. And I was thinking like, well, when I do stuff, I like life more. But when I like life more, I realize life's going to end more as well. Life is a catch-22. It's amazing. But the more amazing you make life, the more you're going to miss it when you're gone. It's very strange. I think that was the point. I think this was the stoned thought I was having while I was laying in bed tripping on NyQuil THC oil. By the way, TikTok has a NyQuil chicken. You got to check it out. Really good. Get the NyQuil chicken, people. I think it came from the sewer. I think we have scientists working on this stuff. But that is a hang up I do have. I think there is a demon inside of me that doesn't want me to enjoy life too much because I don't want to miss it more. Am I still inside of the psychiatric ward? Did I even never have COVID? Am I a rat? Where is the chicken? Why is there one more cassette tape here that says Alma on it? Alma 69. All right, let's play this one. All right, we're going to play this tape. We're going to get out of here. We'll be back next week. It is new Midnight in the Sewer. We're 2 hours in. It's 2 in the morning. Wait, 3 hours in. Wow, holy shit. We're about 3. Okay, we got to get the fuck out of here. It was such a long show. This is 2 weeks of words that wanted to come. God damn it. Let's we'll be back next week. Have a great week, everybody. Here is some more Alma tapes, I guess. What is this shit? All right, let's and then after we listen to the Alma, we're going to listen to Psycho Killer by David McWilliams. And then I'll see you guys next week. I might hang around a little bit after the show's over. I don't know.
This is session 69. We've made a lot of progress with Alma, the mayonnaise, and Simon. Gordo has not been found. We're having some difficulties, though. There's been some growth happening. Alma looks like she might be pregnant. I'm not too sure what's happening. This was not in the instruction manual for this satanic mayonnaise that we've been using. I don't really think this is. I think I might have to give the scientists a call because this is. I'm just a psychiatrist. I'm not a scientist. There's a lot of branches here, guys, and I just wanted to make a recording of this for insurance for later because if you guys are going to be holding me up to standard, I'm going to hold you guys up to standard too. And if I go down, you're going to go down too. But, oh my God, what is that? What the fuck? Alma? It's Dr. Jerome Fauci. Alma? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. She's stuck to the wall. Oh, her belly's ripping open. Oh my God. Oh, is there anybody around to watch this? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to stand back. I don't want to see what's coming out of you. That's gross. It looks like a big egg. Wow. All right, it looks like patient Alma might just be expired here. I don't think she's lost a lot of blood. Yeah, she's quite dead. No pulse here, but this giant, beautiful, glowing egg looks like it just fell out of her. It's very elastic. That's fun. Oh, I could play some basketball with this. Look at that. Wow. Wait. Oh my God. It's not that. Oh, it's following me. Okay. That's creepy. Why is it moving? All right. Wait. It's hatching. Looks like it's hatching here. Oh my God. I gotta get is that? It's so big. It's got 30 dicks.
Hey, Doctor. Guess what? You're never gonna guess this one, Doctor. I know who you are. Do you know who I am?
I have no idea.
I'm motherfucking Zindu.
Can't seem to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. I can't sleep because my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Far better. Run, 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 run away. Oh yeah, psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Far better. Run, 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 run away. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Oh, you start a conversation, but you can't even finish it. Yeah, it's like you're talking, but you're not even saying anything. When I don't have anything to say, I keep my trap shut. If you say it one time, why say it again? Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Far better. Run, 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 run away. Yeah, psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Far better. Run, 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 run away. C'est que j'ai fait ces soirs-là. C'est que j'ai fait ces soirs-là. Violer sont mon espoir. J'ai mélangé les quoi, ok. Ok, ok, ok. Aïe, 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 aïe. We are vain and we are blind. I hate people when they're not blind. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Far better. Run, 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 run away. Oh yeah, there. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Far better. Run, 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 run away.
Looking grim as temperatures rise to dangerous levels. We have lost all contact with the outer extremities. NNN will stay on the air as long as possible.
When we come back, ordinary household appliances that can improve your golf swing.
You silly twit! Don't you get it? We are going to die!
Oh, I knew it, Dad. At the first dark cloud, you fall apart.
Don't kill animals! Rats have rights! Survive on veggies! Rats have